are you doing? I just came in. Let me put my stuff down. Okay, hey, I'm back. I just wanted to share a little bit of knowledge. Okay? I just went and bought this orchid for $7 at Walmart. Yeah. And the little cashier lady at our local Walmart was like, because she sees the plant is all but dead, it's puny, it's sad. She says, well, do you have a lot of those? And I said, no, I don't. I said, my daughter got me one for Mother's Day. And getting it out of these things are the hardest. All right. It's a sad orchid. It's all limp. And the lady was like, well, what are you going to do? You going to just put like an ice cube in it? I'm not an orchid aficionado by no stretch of the imagination. No. What I'm going to do is I'm going to give this orchid a drink because they probably ordered it for Mother's Day, which was in when? May. And this is what? June. Yes, that's right. So they haven't watered these plants since they came in because no water is ever anywhere around anything. So these suckers are thirsty. All right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn this light on so you can see. All right. So what I'm going to do is inside each little orchid is, there we go, is a whole nother container. All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to run some not cold water. We want just warm water because this is a tropical plant. It doesn't know ice. We're just going to run it through. Give the roots a nice drink because they are super thirsty. The container drips. We're just going to give it a good drink. You see the little blooms are falling off of it. It's so sad, so sad. We'll give it a nice little drink. We're going to let it drip. I'm not one too much for paper towels, but it's just dripping, dripping. And then I'm going to put the paper towel down in here. I'm going to put the plant back in there. You see how puny that is? I'm going to get some orchid food. I'm not sponsored by nobody, by no stretch of the imagination, but we're going to give this orchid some vitamins. Boom, we're just going to take the stick and we're just going to cram it down in there. Thusly. Let's give it a little drink of water after we just fed it. All right. Okay, then we're going to take this little lovely bugger. We're going to set it in a window. We're going to set it in a window. And actually, we'll use this kitchen window right here. We're just going to move our basil. And we're going to put this wilty orchid up here in the window, and we're going to see if it perks up. Yeah, because you know what? Last week, I got this orchid, and it looked just like that orchid. That one, all puny and gross. Water. A little bit of plant food. And in fact, let's see if we can't see. We'll go ahead and take the plant out just like we did the other one. See, this is the water that drained out of it from last week. We're just gonna put it in some warm water, some tepid warm water, because it is a tropical plant. And it's an air plant. We're gonna save our little blossom though. So we're just gonna get us some warm water. I don't want to touch the phone, and I don't want to mess with it too much because I don't want it to fall in the water. We're just gonna let the water, because it's an air plant. It doesn't need to be soaking wet or nothing by no stretch of the imagination. It's saturated, you know. We just want to get it a little bit of a drink. But this one, see how the leaves have firmed up and stuff? It was just as pitiful as that one. It was just as pitiful. I'm going to test my theory and see if I am correct. You know, I seen something on YouTube the other day, and it was talking about people at Walmart. And it said that the people at Walmart, just because they're in a section, does not necessarily make them knowledgeable in that area. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this little orchid and we're going to stick it back here in the window because it seems to like it pretty good. Yeah. I'm going to look at this piece of paper because that crazy lady at the Walmart. Hold on. The crazy lady at the Walmart said that it actually says, excuse me, so sorry. Excuse me. It says to put ice cubes on the orchid, and I don't, for the life of me, know why, excuse me, that would be. Just relax. There you go. There you go. It doesn't, that is not the right glasses. It does. It's got freaking ice cubes. Well, it's got square things in it. Don't put ice cubes in your orchid. It is a tropical plant. It does not know cold. It probably say, put it in the orchid, a couple ice cubes for a non-knowledgeable person. But I'm sharing with you, so now you're knowledgeable. Yeah. Yeah. Don't put ice cubes in a tropical plant. No. Don't do that. No. All right. Let's flip you over here so you can see, kinda. Can you see? All right, there you can see. Now, it says to put your orchid in a bright, non-direct location. And I'll put it right there. I'm going to try to spin it around. And then I'm going to go get some orchid food because I didn't put any in that. All right, I got an orchid some food, so I'm just going to put this down in the bark. There you go. All right, boom. Now let's go fix our other orchid. We got one more that we got last week, and it was a little sicker than the yellow one. But it says that an orchid can keep its blooms for months.
So nothing to worry about.
I kind of look at the situation as I am a spiritual being having a human experience. This is a spiritual being having an orchid experience. So if it wants to exist in my space, I'm willing to share. It will. No pressure. All right. this one, the cup broke. But it's still drainage from last week. Same thing, we're just gonna drizzle, we're just gonna put a little bit of drink in here. Gotta have a control. Always have to have a control species. So, paper towel or in the other ones. This one doesn't have a paper towel. And let me get some food. Then it says, you know, I've seen people that says you don't want it to get moisture down into the little grooves. But it is what it is. See, this one is firming up really nice. Like I said, I got this one last week as well. Yeah. Now the first one that my daughter had gotten me, I went and got some new medium, put it in it because it had sphagnum moss. The sphagnum moss will hold moisture like a cup of water. I mean, it will hold moisture like it's a cup. That's what it will do. We're just gonna put this guy right here, on right there, on my little makeshift plant window. So sorry my video's sucking. But anyway, I just wanted to share that. You know, somebody's snarky. You're out and about and somebody says, oh, well, you're just gonna do that to it? You know what? I wanted to say to her, y'all don't water them. Just if you watered it, it wouldn't be dying right now, you heartless biatches. All right. Bye.